Okay, we are live. 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 You're welcome. You're welcome to this session. Don't mind what has been happening. Uh, all of a sudden, Airtel logged me out. Airtel just logged me out of the connection, and that's one of the problems you have to deal with. Okay, so you're welcome to this amazing session where we'll be dealing with becoming the theme is becoming a teacher or trainer or speaker, let me say teaching and speaking for impact. Okay, teaching and speaking for impact. And I'll be revealing a lot of things to you today, and basically it's about what you need to know to get started. Yeah, I'll be sharing a lot of secrets with you, that would help you get started. If you are here, you can inform people on the group that have started, inform the other people that have started. I mean, go to the inner circle and let them know that we are live. Okay. I can see 5 people here with me. That's actually not so nice. Yeah, it's not so nice. So, like I was saying, I'll be talking about a lot of things around that. Teaching and speaking for impact. Okay. Let me tell you one thing. There's a lot of quackery going on now in the name of training and speaking, in the name of teaching and all that stuff. There's a lot of quackery going on. There's a lot of fakes out there. And you becoming somebody who is actually out there to do what you are meant to do, you are going to be in demand. You know, people are going to run to you for solution because they know that you are real. If you notice what has been happening, a lot of people are coming out to make claims. I will teach you how to do this. I will teach you how to do this. I did this, how to do this one, how to bank 100 million in 7 days or less with this and that. They are making very silly claims, and they are actually delivering very little results. Very little results. Okay. So what I'm going to be sharing with you would help you start out on the right footing, not to make the mistakes that many other people are making, or not to even make the mistakes that I made when I started. Okay. So these are essential things that you must know. These are essential things that you must know. Okay. So I'll be starting this with um relevant opportunities for you in these areas. Okay. Let me reiterate this. Let me say it again. Let your desire to go into this be from the heart. Okay. Let it be from the heart. Let your intention to coach people, to train people, to speak to people, to even create any content that human beings, people will consume, let that desire stem from the heart. Have a problem that you really want to solve. See, it's not all about the money. Don't go into coaching because you want to make money. Don't go into training because you think like, oh, this guy is doing it and he's making a ton of money. He's making a lot of money with it. Coach CJ is doing it and he's making a lot of money with it. No, you fail. See, even if you make the money, you end up scamming people. I'm being very honest with you. You end up scamming people. And that's why you see a lot of trainers, they don't ask for testimonials. I mean, they don't ask for feedback because they know that if they ask for feedback, people will roast them. You see people, they host training programs and it runs, you know, year after year, month after month. It keeps running, but then they don't try to know, are you people really getting the value that I'm trying to communicate? A lot of people are only after, tell me the good stuff, tell me the nice things so I can use it to sell the next batch of my training. So I can use it to, brand myself and all that stuff. But then if you are after real value, transformational value, you would be more concerned about the people you are teaching, about the people you are speaking to, than you are concerned about the money that will move into your pocket to the next batch. Okay. I've held, some of you know, I've held training programs that extended, beyond my own imagination. It wasn't what I planned. I held a training on how to speak, how to, monetize your knowledge. I think one or two or three people must have been there. This training, I intended it to last for 2 months. In fact, I intended it to last for, was it 2 months? No, not 2 months. Not 2 months. I intended it to last for about 1 month. We'll meet a total of 12 days within the month, or 13 days. Do you know I taught this training? I taught this training for like 8 months. It's unbelievable, but it's true. And the reason was, I was more concerned about them getting the results that they came in for. See, if you are not preparing your mind that tomorrow, if somebody should pay you 1,000 for something, that they'll be receiving a value equivalent of 10,000 or 100,000, then forget coaching. It's not for you. Okay? If you are not getting yourself ready, if you're not preparing your mind to over deliver, forget coaching. It's not for you. If you don't feel that empathy, see, time is precious and money is precious. People don't have money, and then time waits for no man. Okay, especially in this country, almost everybody in this country, most people in this country are living below the poverty line. I saw a statistic. You know, I think over half of the population are living below the poverty line. Okay, and you will be very wicked if you get people, gather them into a group, and you collect their money, even if it is 1K. You know how you feel when people collect your own money and then they don't deliver value. That's exactly the way they would feel if they come in and they don't get value. I'm always very particular about that. I put up events, no matter how much they are. I try to follow up. I try to ask questions. I try to know how give I directly ask people for the negative feedback. Tell me the negative. Some of you here, you were in the first cohort of the inner circle. After the whole thing, I had to ask them, what do you not like? Don't tell me what you like. I asked, nobody responded. I passed an anonymous feedback form, a feedback message, that COBOL thing. And after I shouted and talked, nobody still responded. I wasn't really happy with that. I wasn't really happy, because definitely these are anonymous and nobody was, no, I wouldn't know that you said anything, but then nobody responded. But it's to show you how much I go to inquire, to know if I actually deliver the value I promised. So if you must be exceptional, if you must be transformational, you would embrace heart-centered teaching, heart-centered coaching, heart-centered speaking, heart-centered content creation. Let it be from the heart, because you genuinely want to help somebody move from confusion to clarity. From confusion to clarity. This is what is in front of my notepad, my journal. Yeah, this is what is in front of my journal, and it's more like it's a reminder for me. Okay, the front cover said, I drew a map. Okay, just a cross-like map, confusion plus obscurity, and then moving from there to clarity and ownership. Then what is entering into that equation? This is just like, if you did biochemistry, just like a pathway. So something entered inside the equation, and that thing that entered is information, instruction, communication, leadership. So people are coming to you confused and obscure. They don't know where to go. That is why they are locating you as a speaker, as a teacher, as a content creator, as a trainer, as a coach. So you need to move them from there to clarity, from confusion to clarity, from obscurity to ownership. Okay? To ownership. So let me quickly move to what I believe you can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can. If you can hear me, I'll be glad to know before we actually move on again. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me. You can't hear anything from your end. Okay. Okay. Just let me know if you can hear me. I'll be glad if you've gotten to this point. Okay, good, good, good. Chinenye can hear me. You're welcome, Chinenye. Okay, I just want to bring out what I plan to the highlights I made for this session. Okay, so hang on. Okay, good. I found it. Say, am I cooking egusi or pounding fufu? I'm not cooking anything. No. I'm just flipping pages. Okay, I was looking for what I drafted for this session. Okay, so I talked about what I've been trying to do is to let you know what you are in for. Okay, um, I'm training you to become a speaker. Okay, I'm training you to become a speaker. I'm training you to become a coach. I'm training you to become a guide to others. Okay, I'm training you to become a creator, a content creator, somebody who is creative and can dish out something that other people will be willing to consume. Okay, it's not just for the visibility, it's not just to go out there and make noise. No, there's something deeper than noise that you should be pursuing. Okay, and creating value is not child's play. Okay, a lot of people are just in there for the money. Let me go and pack the money bag and go. See, let me tell you, if you're only after the money, the time will come when you will not see money. And that's going to be a test of faith. All these things that they give you statistics, that they say 65% of people who start businesses stop it by the so and so year. They don't do it up to 1 year. The businesses fail. How many this one? The startup fail. A startup only fails when it ceases to exist. That's the truth. And a lot of times, the reason why it ceases to exist is because there was no passion in the first place. There was no passion. They didn't really like. They just tried to okay, let's start this stuff and start asking people for investor funds. Let's see. And then when the money didn't come or when the profits didn't start coming, they ran away. Okay, but if you're in this for the right reasons, it's definitely going to last. Like I said, don't do this just for the money. I was in a coaching discussion yesterday. Was it yesterday or last week? And they were talking about most people who go into coaching. That was a statistics. One of the leaders there said, most people who go into coaching don't exceed 1 year. Like most people who start businesses as coaches, whatever type of coaching, they don't exceed 1 year in it. And I was shocked. I was impressed with myself, really, because I've been coaching people for over 5 years now. In fact, if I should say teaching, I would say I've been teaching people almost all my life. But then I became intentional about coaching, building a brand as a coach. Um, by my second year in school, that's about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, yeah. I became intentional about actually coaching people directly. I mean, teaching people. I started volunteering to teach, and then before I got to know what was happening, the passion was growing, the skill was growing, people were getting to know me, and I kept on growing from there. right? So when they said give that statistics, I was like, okay. Then when I started actually earning from the coaching, there were points I was frustrated. There were points that, you are trying to make an offer and nothing is coming in, nobody's getting the offer, nobody's paying to join the class. You put up a session, nobody's joining, you organize a free class, and you see just 15 people or 60 people. It can be mind wrecking. But then I didn't give up because I know why I got into this thing in the first place. I didn't give up because I was not in there just for the money. If it's for the money, I would have given up. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Favor. Thank you. Okay, so good. Let me quickly discuss the relevant opportunities for you in this. Okay, if you are going to be a knowledge expert, because that's basically what you are going to become after now. I mean, after the inner circle program, that's the aim for you to become an expert in your field, a knowledge expert in your field. Go out there and do amazing things. That's the truth. See, let me give you one hint now. Let me give you one secret. Eh? Don't mind that my hand is shaky. I mean, this thing is shaky. I'm holding my phone on my hand. It's a lot of pain. I didn't come here. I didn't travel with my ring lights and my tripod. So it's a lot of pain holding this in my hands. I couldn't improvise this time around. Okay. But then let me tell you this secret. See, if you're able to build yourself now, if you're able to invest in your personal development, if you're able to learn now, you are going to become so sought after in the future. Do you know why? Um, some time ago, let's say 2-3 years back, we didn't have as much distractions as we have now. Mhm. Now, social media is increasingly distracting. Increasingly distracting. Okay? Social media is increasingly distracting. Noise everywhere, oppression everywhere. Everybody's trying to oppress you and tell you, hey, look, my life is wonderful and your own is not. At the end of the day, you start feeling bad. Social media is too distracting. Trend, all manner of things are going on. And then, it seems like we just have 24 hours, man. We just have 24 hours. We don't have 900 hours in a day, just 24. So the secret there is, if you are now able to withdraw yourself and learn and build, you are going to be the expert that will lead those people in the future. People are getting distracted, no problem. They should enjoy distraction. They should enjoy mediocrity. They should be waiting for school. They should graduate and, maybe if us to decide to end the strike after 2023 election, they should just continue enjoying their life, enjoy the holiday, watch movies and all that. It's an opportunity and an advantage to you because those people are your clients. That's your market. Tomorrow they will run to you. How did you do this? Cut soap for me. You will cut and build them. They will pay you. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. Okay? So, see, stupidity needs to be rampant so that the wise people will be noticed. Foolishness is a beautiful gift of nature. If there's no foolish person, if you are wise, you will look ordinary. But when there are plenty foolish people around, once a wise man shows up, it's not hard for people to identify who is wise there. And that's why, you come into some places, if you've understood this thing I'm saying, if you understand this thing I'm saying and you're already practicing them, you notice that that's why it's like there's a course, at a point I thought I was cursed. I mean, not bad curse, sha. I thought I had a spell on me or something was written on my forehead. But because anywhere I go, anywhere at all, I went to speak at an event, a leadership summit in school. I had to travel. That was after I graduated. They invited me. I think they are, is it no, not SAG. I can't remember. Yeah, my association, my department association, the students body. They invited me to come and talk on leadership for the incoming leadership, the incoming executive. And I told them I have over 19 years, or yeah, I have over 19 years leadership experience. And they shouted, okay. And the reason is, from childhood, almost any class I enter, my position will always implicate me. Next thing, they will make me class monitor. It continued up to my university days. I don't want to go into the details, but every little thing I do, small thing. And these things are things that you would think nobody is noticing it. Small thing you do. People will just want, if there's any nomination, any election, who are we going to choose to go for us? Otibachijoke is the scapegoat everywhere. Because they felt like this guy likes to suffer for people. He likes to carry people's problem on his head. So people like that I had to find. People who love service I had to find. That's the truth. So people would always implicate me. I thought it was a bad thing. In fact, I don't even know if it's a good thing now, because it's kind of scary, like coming into an environment where you don't know anybody and they're trying to do an election, and next thing they point you. So that's it. If you are different, it will not be hard for people to identify who is who. So your own point of duty is go and be building. Go and be building. Invest in yourself. Yeah, no, sir. Invest in yourself so that in the near future, that near future may be tomorrow, it may be next week, maybe next 2 weeks. It's not far. People will be running to you for solution. Okay? Become a knowledge middleman. And I can tell you confidently right now that I can easily penetrate any field, learn what I need to learn, present that, and those who need it will come to me. I won't go into that now. That will be later. that will be later. Okay. So the opportunities that await you. I mentioned coaching, consulting, content writing, or let's say any form of writing, any form of thought expression, whatever you are going to do to position you as an expert, as a thought leader. Coaching, consulting, blogging, vlogging, public speaking, event hosting, yes, event hosting, podcasting, digital product creation, that is book writing, ebook writing, creating workbooks, hosting online courses, doing courses and all that stuff, having things that people can readily consume. When you have the value, people will run to you. Okay, so you have to be thinking in that direction. What do I start building so that people can come to me for that particular thing? What knowledge do I have? See, I'm not afraid though. I can have nothing in my account and my heart, I won't be shaking. Knowledge, I mean, investment in personal development. When you have something up here, it gives you a form of confidence. I used to be very shy, and very shy and timid. Although I was an extrovert, I used to be very shy and timid. I would meet people and I'll be shaking. In fact, talking to some of my lecturers, or maybe people who I felt were higher than me, even some people who were my age mates, I'll be shaking. But the moment I started learning, the moment I started investing in my personal development, man, I could walk up to anybody. Because I know I'm not a liability. Come on, I'm an asset. I know I have a lot of things. I have a lot of value that I can share. Okay? So that's it. You can become a lot of things. You can become a blogger, a vlogger, a digital product creator, whatever. Create your ebooks, create online courses, create all those things. I don't know. I think I've mentioned this to you guys. Keep creating value, keep creating content, keep creating products, keep them somewhere. I'm currently on the verge of mass producing a lot of books. Yeah, a lot of books. I have the content already. So what I keep doing is I keep pushing out content. I keep pushing out content and having them somewhere. When I need them, I can easily get this from somewhere, harvest it, compile it, put it together, and then if I want to publish, I can publish or launch or whatever. But keep giving out that content, keep bringing it out. Okay, go live, share your knowledge, go, as much as possible, just keep bringing out the content. A lot of you have a lot of things in your head, but bringing it out, you're afraid. Who is going to read it, or who will even need this thing? Or a lot of people you are better than are taking the stage. Come on. A lot of people you are way, way, way better than. A lot of people who don't know anything are taking the stage. And they are the ones who will be noticed. Okay? So the next thing is mindset. Let's get over to mindset. Okay, let's get over to mindset. And I've dwelled on the opportunities that you can look into. Okay, and these opportunities are very, very, very very important. I mean, there's a lot of prospects in them. A lot of prospects. People are earning a lot of money um from them. Okay, so people are earning a lot of money from them. People are getting a lot of credibility from them. Okay, people are getting notice, that getting rewarded for what they are doing in those fields. So you too should consider checking that out. Okay, um talking about mindset. Okay, one thing I want you to know here is this: tell yourself you can. Okay, I can. That's what I want you to tell yourself. I can. You can. I can. See, I don't know how to express this to you, but man, you're enough. You're enough. The only thing is that you need to keep improving on what you have to deliver. But if it is for having something to offer, you do. A lot of people do not believe, and it's limiting them already. You don't see. I don't ever come to the point where you think you have to fake it till you make it. No, faith it, faith it till you make it. Build it till you make it. Believe in yourself that this thing is possible. There are two things I want to say under this. Two things. One, believe that you can be a great teacher. Believe that you can be a great coach. Believe you can be a great author. Believe you can be a great speaker, a great consultant. I wish this was a physical event. I wish it was a physical event, because there's a way I'm feeling about this. It starts from the mind. What you cannot conceive, you cannot achieve. Once you miss that chance of being able to conceive that success in a particular thing, forget it. You can't achieve success in it. Forget it. Believe that you can be a great coach, that people will be seeking after you. Believe that your book can hit 1,000,000 reads and more. Let me tell you the difference between you and some people who are making it, so to say. You've not gone viral. That's the difference. The difference between you now and, let me say, John Maxwell, could be that you've not gone viral. I know he's putting a lot of work. Yes, he's putting a lot of, Brian Tracy, all of them, Dale Carnegie, all of them. They've put in a lot of work. They've done a lot of things. They've sacrificed a lot. Yes, but the difference in terms of maybe revenue, in terms of values, streams, in terms of the number of people they've transformed and stuff, the difference may be the fact that you are still hiding in your cocoon, in your small shell. Nobody knows you. Now your message, that only 3 people liked. Do you know if that message could get to 100 million people, do you know how many people it will transform? But a lot of times you don't see, you are thinking about the metric of the present time and it's discouraging you. You do not see the potentials hiding inside of you. So that's why you should not stop. That's why you shouldn't get discouraged. Okay, I said two things. One, believe you can be a great coach, a great author, a great expert. See, you can't take this from me. You can, it is one thing you can't intimidate me from. And that is why, no matter what, understand your success metric, understand what you want to actually do in life. I know I teach well. I know it's not, I don't even need anybody to tell me. I know I teach well. I know I teach well. Okay. So I still believe, in fact, it started from me knowing that I can actually do this. Let me give you something, it's a small exercise that I used to do. At the point, I used to speak to myself. I used to talk to myself when I was in school, when this whole madness started, when I started getting mad about teaching. I would listen to a lot of great teachers and great speakers, and I'll be inspired. I'm like, I really want to do this. I want to become like this. I want to speak like this. And then sometimes I would record myself on a voice note and listen to the voice note, and yeah, this is not what I want to sound like. Oh no, your voice will be sounding like. I was bitter. I said, no, no, this is not what I want to sound like. Okay, I felt like my voice was terrible and this can never inspire anybody, because I was listening to myself. But I didn't give up. I didn't give up. I would, I would, I would, literally come to my room. I have my whiteboard. I love whiteboards. In fact, I'm currently in Abuja in my brother's place. And one of the things that pains me about this place is that I don't have a place to write. I came with marker. Imagine me. I'm traveling. I had to pack some markers in my bag to travel. I don't miss that. In fact, in school, when I was in school, one of the things that you would always find in my pocket is marker. Almost always, you'll find marker in my pocket or in my bag. I was used to it. I had two whiteboards in school. Okay, I had one, then I finally sold that one, bought a new one, and a bigger one. And when I was, I've always been idealizing this. I mean, that when I get my own apartment, I would have whiteboards everywhere. I would have, like, because I would turn my home into a studio. Definitely, that one is agreed. Yeah, I'll turn my home into a studio and have whiteboards everywhere, just everywhere. Have even transparent ones, transparent boards, for online tutorials. Have then streaming devices and widescreen, very large widescreen TV, touch screen, so I can use them to be taking my online courses and stuff. And this is just what I keep imagining. So, then in school, I would bring my whiteboard and I start teaching. I start drafting something. I had a friend then. He would come to my room and we'll start talking. And while we are talking, I just switch. When I look at him, the guy does not, he didn't know what I used him for. I'll look at him and then I start seeing like 100 people in one person. Like, I just start seeing 100 people see that, and maybe he will ask me a question and I start teaching him. I start vibrating and he's like, man, you should record this thing. This is sounding so, this thing you are saying can be recorded and put into a master class. Then I did not really, it was hard for me to understand in my head. Like, so this is what I'm saying now. People can actually get this, buy this thing, pay me for it. I didn't really comprehend, but I loved what I was doing. I loved what I was doing. He said that and it triggered something in me. Yes, this is possible, that I can actually monetize this. But how? I did not know. I didn't know how. Then he left. Occasionally I would keep that thing ring on my head, and I kept imagining. So the next time I saw him, I started talking to him about vision. Started talking to him about many things. I would talk and vibrate with so much energy and passion. So a lot of times when I don't see anybody, I would face my whiteboard and start teaching. And I would start imagining. I used every opportunity then to teach. If I catch you by mistake and you look like you don't have direction, you don't know where you are going to. I mean, you are just walking around and you don't really have anything you are doing at the moment. And I engage you in a conversation and I notice that you pick small interest in what I want to say. I'll use teaching and finish you. I'll teach you till you fall down and you get tired. You just fall down. It was that bad, okay? Because I knew what I wanted. I would create imagery in my head. At a point, it was so real to me. It was so real. I could see myself literally speaking to millions of people, all dressed on suits. I mean, professionals, coaches, teachers, lecturers, speakers. I could see myself teaching people in a large crowd. And I was happy. If you see the way I was teaching with so much, I can't remember what I was wearing. Oh, me, I don't know what I was wearing, but I don't know. I don't just know. But I know that those people were professionals. And I was just there giving them value, speaking to them, helping them. And one of the things that stuck when I was having that kind of let's say I would call it a trance or a vision or something. What stuck to me was that I was teaching teachers how to teach. I was teaching them how to teach. And the funny thing is that whenever I have that kind of imagination, going on my head, somehow my lecturers are there. Like somehow I see my lecturers, because more like they are points of contact to the Nigerian education system. Like the fact that this is a long story, but the fact that a lot of people get into that system without actually knowing how to teach, whether they are professors or lecturers, and it breaks my heart. It pains me, and I really wish I could help them, or I really wish I could brush them up. But because of my limitation, I'm a student. That student veil, I can't actually penetrate that easily. But right inside my vision, I see them there. So I want you to give yourself the permission to think and understand that this thing is possible. Yes, I can be a great coach. That is the first one. I can be a great expert. I can be great in my field. I can be the best in my field. It doesn't matter what any other person is doing now. Don't compare. I mean, see, I'm not the kind of person that would give you fake motivation. You see all these things that they say, don't get intimidated, get inspired, don't compare, don't compete. Competition and is a lie. We are all competing in this world. That's the truth. Whether you like it or not, we are all competing. We are all in a competition. Okay. So I'm not here to give you fake motivation. I'm telling you what is real. Yeah. I talked with a friend and she was like, she doesn't compete with anyone. You don't compete with anyone, but you want to get first class in your department. You want to graduate. Who will now get third class? You want to graduate. You want to apply for a job. You don't know applying for a job is competition. A lot of times people just say some things and cover up and deceive themselves. I'm not doing this. I'm not comparing. I'm not what is it called? I'm not intimidated. I'm inspired. I'm not intimidated. I'm inspired. A lot of, if you know what is intimidating you, this thing is intimidating. I agree with it. Okay, if you can avoid it, avoid it. If you want to do another thing, do. But then tell yourself the truth. Okay, don't keep exposing yourself to what will stimulate your anxiety or something, and then you are trying to convince yourself again that you are not intimidated. Man, you're a human being. Okay, you have real emotions. So that aside, that aside, okay. But then this is real. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Don't compare your process with another person's process. Don't compare your progress with another person's progress, because the process is individualistic. Process is individualistic. I'll be individualized. Yeah, anyone. But there's the principle of individualism. Yeah, I'll be individuality. I don't even know again. This English just leave me, I beg. So yeah, process is different for everybody. Okay, my process is not the same thing with yours. Okay. That's awesome. Keep healthy competition. That makes sense. I'm being very sincere with you. I had periods when I had friends, and I'm glad you brought this up. I had friends who I was in a competition with them. It was healthy. We knew. Some of you will know Ifeoma Ezokoli, Ofurere Peace, who this lady again, what's her name? I had like a clique then, Timileyin, and I'm trying to remember their names. So, but then what we were doing was that we and Blessing Abai, yes, for not born Blessing Abai. So we were giving ourselves tasks, okay, and we'll be like, okay, if you finish any course, post the certificate. If you finish any course, post the certificate. So, I'll look at Ifeoma. Ifeoma has finished this one, she will post. Blessing finishes two, she posted. Within 4 days, she has finished 3 courses or 2 courses in 4 days, and she has posted the certifications. And I'm still in one. And I'm like, no, this can't happen. Timileyin has finished 5. The guy was a monster then, and I was like, no, 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 this can't happen. We agreed within ourselves that we were going to compete. It was a healthy competition. It would have been foolish for me to say, I don't compete with anybody. Some people will even spiritualize the thing and say, my God is not a God of competition. I don't compete. My own journey is unique. We understand. We are not against. We are not fighting you, but not all competition is unhealthy. Not all competition is bad. Okay, we'll do that. We did that then, and that really helped me. I did a lot of courses, I did a lot of programs, I learned a whole lot of things. In fact, it came to a point, let me give you our testimony. It came to a point, we did that to a point where we felt full. I mean, we felt drunk, knowledge drunk. I felt like my head was going to one side, like it was literally disturbing me. Like my head was heavy, the information was too much, and it was going to drop. you know, at the point I was having headache, and I could feel pressure in my head. I knew it was psychological. It was psychological. It wasn't physical. Like I wasn't physical, but then there was a physical aspect to it. I couldn't explain, but it felt like my head was going to burst because I had learned a whole lot. And then it was like, CJ, if you don't share all these things you are packing, your head will burst. I didn't have choice. I had to start organizing training. You see me then, I'll be organizing free classes like a madman from this one to this one, because I felt like these things are so good. Why don't people know them? People have locked themselves inside school and they are rotting away. For 5 years, you come out and you can't boast of anything. You don't know anything. 4, 5, 6, 7 years, you come out and you know that you are still romancing mediocrity. And I said, no, this can't be. How can people don't know what personal branding is? People don't know what networking is, what personal development is. I've learned a lot about these things. I should share. So that helped us. I called Timileyin, see what I'm feeling. Oh, it's like I'm having headache. My head is doing as if my head is growing big and this and that. It's like, so you're having the same experience too. That's my experience also. I feel like if I don't share this thing, I'm going to burst. The guy now is a one-man agency. He's into digital marketing, he's into graphics, he's into a lot of things, a lot of things, adverts, landing page creation, web design, this, that. He listed all those things. Majority of them, he learned them online. We did them online with free courses. Got certified, pushed ourselves online. So competition is also good if it is productive, it is healthy. And I encourage you, do challenges, challenge yourself, bond, pair up. Let's do this. Let's organize a class. Let's know the first person that will hit $1 million this year or this week or this month. Okay. So, like I was saying, actually believe that it is possible for you. That's what I'm pouring now. Believe it is possible for you to ascend the ladder of value, to come to the point where you'll be in demand. Overcome anything telling you that is not possible. Overcome that. Throw it away. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the trash. You're already doing well. You're already doing well. Understand that your value is a function of what you have built. Okay, not necessarily the validations you are getting, because those validations are conditional. And that's why you may post in one group and you notice 27 likes. You post in another group, 0. You post in another group, 300 likes. Why is it changing? And that is to show you that you already have a lot of value. The only thing is that you've not been able to locate people who value your value. You've not been able to locate the people who need you. A lot of people will be judging themselves based on okay, I hosted a class and I posted it in my class group and nobody joined. Who how do you expect your class group, your classmates to join? People that have seen you finish. This was one of the challenges I faced when I started, and it affected my mental health. I mean, it affected me a whole lot. I'd organize an event, put it out, put the flyer. Then I used to, being a class rep, I used to, I wanted the success of my classmates more than every other thing. I wanted them to be, to grow. I wanted them to embrace personal development. I wanted them to do a lot of things, to start making money online and all that stuff. So I would organize a training for them. Oh, a lot of things I did was for them. And I'll post the link on the group, hoping that when I post, all of them will jump in. Maybe one or two persons, and that's it. When I used to do a lot of free programs, that's it, one or two. I'll get like it, I'll be very pained. I'll copy the link. Once I send it to another school, the same profession, once I send it to another school, they will start flooding in. It was clear to me that this is see finish, nothing else. Nothing else. After all, they are sitting beside me in class. If I mistakenly doze off, they will see me. Who is this ordinary guy walking up? What is he trying to tell us? So you have to be able to locate the people that need you. Now, when I started taking my value out of that small circle, out of that tiny circle, I started pushing it out, and I understood that a lot of people actually wanted what I had to offer. That made the difference. The validations that I needed started coming. I'll put up a class, people will attend. I finish the class, they are thanking me, writing long testimonials. That really encouraged me. Okay, so exactly. So that's it. Believe in what you have to offer. Build yourself. That building process comes with the faith. It comes with the confidence. Okay, then test what you have to offer. Organize a free class. A lot of people start out and they just want to go and start earning millions. See, if you don't embrace process, your success will not last. I don't care who is teaching you anything. Some people will not want you to experience the process. Some people want to rush you. Okay, they want to, they want you to make 100 million in 2 days. That's not bad though, but sometimes you miss some important things. Okay, so there were, how do I even put this? Let me leave that. Okay, let me leave that. You should understand that you can. Give yourself the permission to fail. Give yourself the permission to start and fail. Okay, like I said, better test what you have to offer. Do a free class. If you want to go into coaching and you want to charge, do a free class. Test out your value. Don't be in a hurry to make money. Don't be in a hurry to say pay 20K, pay 5K, pay 10K, pay. No, I see. I'm not saying this so that you would do the same thing I did. No, you don't have to wait all the period. In fact, if you have to wait for, if you have to take all the time I took to be where I am today, then I'm a failure, and this mentorship is a failed one. If you have to take all the years I took to be able to get the result I'm getting now, then I'm a failure. I'll boldly embrace the fact that I'm a failure. I failed, and this mentorship is a failed one. It shouldn't be existing. I mean, they should come and arrest me for for wasting your time. Okay, but then at least test out what you have to offer. It's called beta testing. Offer something for free. Write that book, push it out for maybe 3 or 4 pages of the book, push it out for free, or teach some portions of that book in a free class. Let people test you and give you the feedback that you are looking for. Okay, let them test you. Organize a free class. I did a lot of free classes. I'm sure I did over almost 300 free classes. The number of free classes I've done till date, I can't count. I can't, in fact, I can't count. At the point, my mom was angry with me. My brothers were angry with me. Like, what's wrong with you? Charge for this thing. You are doing it so well. Charge for it. Put price tag in this thing. I refused. The money will come. Money will come. At some point, I was not intending for any money to come. That was not my agenda. It wasn't in my agenda. I just wanted to give value to people, you know, until I started monetizing. Was my students, some of my students that even told me, oh girl, this one not too much. This thing is now too much. Just if you charge for this thing, I'll pay. Please charge. We feel like we are cheating you. I'm not lying to you. I can still remember them. I can still remember them clearly. Two people told me that exactly. That they feel like they are cheating me by learning all these things for free. That I should charge. If you charge, I'll pay. So, give yourself that permission. Try out stuff. Test out your offer. Don't be in a hurry. A lot of people, they start a class today, copywriting class, 3 hours, whatever, or 3 days free copywriting class, master class, and they want to use it and pitch an offer, or maybe they just want to start immediately from nowhere. You learn copywriting, and all of a sudden, boom, pay 1K, pay 2K, pay 3K. Nobody knows you, nobody trusts you, and then when you do it, maybe two people pay after all the noise, after just two people, and you are frustrated. No, that's not the way to do it. You've got to build value. You've got to build value. Okay. You've got to build value. You need to have, I would call it systems of mercy. Whatever you are doing, you need to at least have some things that you can give out for free. See, people would always tell me, why do you give out so much for free? What will you now ask people to pay for? And I'm not bothered. I'm not even bothered. I can give you a lot. I can give you 50% of what I have, of what that people are paying for. I can give them to you for free. Why? Because I have an endless stream of content. I have an endless stream of value that you will still want to pay for. Okay? That's the truth. So you have to give yourself that chance. Believe in what you have to offer. Believe in yourself. The next thing is, like I said, the first one is believe that you can be a good coach, a great expert. The next thing is, what's that even? Believe that you can be highly paid. Believe that you can be highly paid. In fact, I need to actually, if possible, I need to fix this one, like plant it in your head. Some of you do not believe that. Some of you do not believe that you can earn, let's say, that you can earn 1 million from coaching or teaching, from sharing your knowledge. Some of you don't believe it. You don't believe that you can become a millionaire from sharing your knowledge. You don't believe that you can become a millionaire from writing your book, publishing your book, or maybe consulting. You don't believe you can do that. And I don't blame you. I would blame your environment. This country has made us feel like these things don't have value because people don't have money. Well, by the time you interact with people who pay $10,000 for coaching, $6,000 for 1 hour session, by the time you start seeing all those things, and you realize that and so at some point you see those things and you may doubt them, or it will make you realize that we are drinking kunu, we are just joking here. Okay, so such should inspire you to understand that even your own knowledge can be paid for. I was in a call yesterday. Is it today? I was in a call today. We're about 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're about 6. And it's a foreign group I'm part of. And when we were talking, just a group of most of us are coaches. So the founder was like that she has invested a lot in coaches. But then what we just shared, I answered the question. She was like, wow, that what I just shared and what we are just talking about, this is what a lot of coaches don't even get to. They don't talk about those things with so much enthusiasm, so much passion and stuff. They don't share such depth of information, but then they are charging thousands of dollars for it. Okay, they are charging a lot of money for it. So believe whatever limitation that is holding you back, throw it away, put it inside the trash can. That's where it belongs. You can make 1 million from a 1 hour session. That's the point I am now. Like I believe now. Eh? There's no there's no limit to the amount you can place on the value that I have to bring to the table. I'm telling you. Value is relative. Money is relative. See, you can. Hi, oh God. There are events that people go for, and for 1 hour of the time, 1 hour of their time spent in that event, they are receiving up to 3 million naira for 1 hour of their time. If you do not believe it is possible for you, you can't, it will be very hard. Remember, what you cannot conceive with your mind, you cannot achieve with your hands. You can't achieve. Break every limitation telling you, making you feel like this is impossible. It's poverty mentality. If you don't believe you can earn a million from your coaching, it's poverty mentality. If you don't believe that you can sit with somebody for 1 hour and they pay you 1 million naira, it's poverty mentality. Scrap that. Start forcing yourself to believe you can be highly paid for what you want, what you have to offer. Mhm. And when you understand that, you'll be more comfortable with process, because you know that the losses that you've experienced so far, the pain you've experienced so far, in future, leverage can counter all those pains. Leverage. The fact that, one thing makes me very comfortable. The fact that, okay, I know that one day I will be able to probably advertise or probably reach out to people who can pay me high ticket for my coaching program. And, I would comfortably charge somebody 1 million naira to sit with the person for a week and draft something out. And that person will see the money as small money. These things are possible. That's why I'm not too much in a hurry. I'm not too bothered. I'm not over worrying. I'm not overthinking myself. It's possible. I can speak in an event. You also think about these things. It helps you make the necessary connections, helps you meet the right people, do the right things. Okay? The fact that tomorrow I can get invited to come and speak to, let's say, a school, maybe Harvard Business School or Oxford University or whatever. They are graduates, during their induction ceremony, whatever it is. I could be invited to speak in such an event, and they will not pay you in naira. That's the funny thing. They won't pay you in naira. They won't pay in your local currency now. They'll pay in heavy money now. The money when it enters your account, you hear the sound. The sound of the alert will be different. It will be very different. It will be heavy. It's possible. So if you understand the possibility, if you know that these things are possible, it will encourage you to keep building yourself. It's not when you see 2 likes on your post, you run away. Growth is not for the weak. This whole thing is not for the weak. When you see nobody engaged on my post today, nobody joined my class, nobody joined my paid class, you run away. Come on now. No, that's not the way it's done. You've got to put in the fight. Not the way it's done. Okay? So, like I was saying, you have to believe it's possible. The only reason why you are still here, that where you are right now, is one, you don't have the right knowledge. When I talk about knowledge, I mean in terms of what you have to provide to your target market. Okay, you don't have the right knowledge. You may have the right passion, you may have the right enthusiasm, but then you have the sense of purpose, but then you don't have the right knowledge. The proficiency is lacking. Okay, you cannot confidently deliver, you cannot competently deliver. Okay, that's one of the reasons. Then secondly is that you don't know where to find your target market. You don't know where to find the market that is hungry for the food you are cooking. You don't know how to find them. Your environment. You are in a, there's a difference between Surulere and and Lekki and Abi mainland and Ajegunle. There's a difference, a huge difference. There's a difference between Onitsha and Abuja. Wide difference. There's a difference between Nsukka and Port Harcourt. Wide difference. If all you are limiting yourself to is what is happening in your environment, you fail as a coach, as a trainer, as a speaker, as anything. If that's the tiny box you want to restrict yourself to, there's always somewhere where something more is happening. Fix your mind on those things. See, one of the reasons I became so passionate about education, I learned a lot about teaching, training, and stuff. I did not limit myself to what was happening in my classroom, because I was like, the Nigerian classroom is a mess. So when you watch movies, see what you want to see. See that thing. See, I when it comes to the whole system here, it's very hard to find somebody that you can use as a role model. And when I wanted to watch movies, I was watching movies that had to do more with education, more with teaching and stuff like that. Movies like Stars on Earth, All Children Are Special, Martha Collins' True Story, those kind of movies. I was really encouraged by their stories. Yeah. So you need to look for the right environment and do whatever it's going to take you to get to that position, that location. If Nigeria is not I think, I'm sorry, my dad just called. I would have to call him back. Okay. So, like I was saying, if Nigeria is not going to help you develop yourself, grow as a coach, plan and leave the country. Go to where you would actually develop. Go to where you would actually meet the right people. Go to where you meet the right prospects that can pay you what you deserve. It's as simple as that. If your immediate environment is not going to help you grow, plan to exit. Plan to go to somewhere better, where you can see how things are done. It doesn't make sense. See, that's, no matter how you try to explain it, there's a level of transformation you can bring to a place when you are subject to the same forces of darkness on that place. There's no light. There's no light. You can't use your phone. You can't pass message. You can't spread message. How many people are you going to transform with your mouth, walking door to door to come and host personal development class? You'll not be carrying it. If you go to this person's house, you talk about personal. It doesn't make sense. You come to the road, you don't know which one is deep, which one is left, which one is. I mean, almost every place, every road in this country, from my own observation, if it is a one-way road, you still have to look left, right again before you cross. In fact, sometimes you have to look up because crazy things happen. Outside there's zebra crossing. You see Nigerians going to make comedy skits outside the country, and they go to the zebra crossing and they are dancing. It's not joke. If you can come there and lie down and sleep. No car will move as long as you have stepped on zebra crossing. But I'm not sure there's any zebra crossing in Nigeria. Try and match zebra. Anyone you see by mistake, try and enter. By the time is when you get to heaven that you'll be shocked. People will be asking you, are you a zebra? Nigeria, you see zebra crossing, you want to go and enter. So sometimes you need to go outside. You see, they've taken the light. Sometimes you need to go outside and actually see how things are done normally for you to be able to effect the change in your own environment. Do you get this clearly? I hope you do. Okay, so you create the environment that you are looking for. Join groups that would help you grow. Join, speak with people, connect with people that would challenge your mindsets, that would change the way you think. Okay, I can be highly paid. I want you to tell yourself, I can be highly paid. I will get paid in millions for my knowledge. I'll get paid in millions for my content. I'll be highly paid. Tell yourself that. Okay? Tell yourself that. Good. Now, the next thing I would have to share with you is this. Um, Gaining subject mastery. That's the next thing I would share with you. And okay, let me change my location. Hold on now. Out. Okay. So gaining subject mastery fast. Gaining subject mastery fast. Okay. So let's do this. So I have two things for you here. One is, yeah, I love that. I'll be highly paid in millions, exactly in dollars. I love that. You guys should follow that affirmation. Make that affirmation to yourself. Tell yourself that you will be highly paid for what you do. You'll be a highly paid coach, a highly paid consultant, a highly paid author, a highly paid, you know, anything at all. Okay. Believe that. Believe it with all your heart. Believe it. If you don't believe it, soon come. Let me tell you why. What you believe will affect you. See, it was when I started interacting with people outside that I know that okay, people actually can pay ₦1 million for coaching. People can pay that. And even after that, because of where I come from, I've had people, foreign people, clients who wanted to pay me, although most, in fact, two of them who wanted to I didn't sell to them. They just felt like this guy has I'm looking for, and they wanted to pay me. And when it was time to price, I just called the price, and they did not like they didn't if you the kind of price I mentioned, if you mention it for a Nigerian, a regular Nigerian, they will block you. They will block you. But then the way they responded, the way they tried to flow, it showed me that, man, I should even have called a higher price. Like, there was one guy is it from India? I can't even remember. No, not from India. But I told this guy he wanted to get my course on LinkedIn optimization, and I told him because it was a course, like not one-on-one coaching. I mentioned the price. He asked me how much it was. I mentioned the price. I think I told him about 30K or so, because in fact the course was actually 20K then. But then I inflated the price so that it won't look insulting. Do you know this guy? Do you know what the guy told me? Is that not too like it doesn't isn't that far too less? I mean, and the guy didn't even get the course again. It was kind of an insult, you know. And this is because we've been programmed here. Anything that is more than 5K, most people cannot afford it. Anything that is more than 5,000 naira, most people cannot afford it. You understand? So you have to consciously reprogram your mind to know that these things are possible, these things are obtainable. Okay, that you can sit with somebody for 2 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes, and you are living there with nothing less than 300K or 500K. It's very possible, extremely possible. Okay, extremely possible. So like I was saying, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. The last thing I'll be sharing with you, um let me pull that up again. Yeah, gaining subject mastery. And two things I'll recommend. One is ignore the myth. ignore the myths that exist in this space, because a lot of people are going to teach, and that's why I've been concentrating. I did a lot of teaching. I did a lot of work teaching you from the scratch, you know, because you are going to see a lot of things out there. If you're not guided, if you're not well guided, if you don't guard your mind, you are going to get confused. There's a lot of teaching out there, a lot of nonsense, a lot of jargons, a lot of teaching mindsets that were handed over from generation, but there's no evidence based. There's no evidence based. You know, I'm very serious about this, because you are going to see people who will tell you that if you don't focus on one thing, you're going to fail. That's a lie. That's a lie. You're going to see people who will tell you that if you if you if you don't learn something for 10,000 hours, or if you don't close your head and close your eyes and learn one thing for 6 months. I've been seeing this thing everywhere. I'm like, where do you people get these things? These things are not true. It's caging a lot of people. You don't learn one thing for 6 months, or else you will not be successful. You fail. It's not true. It's a pure lie. It's not true. So eliminate those barriers. Get out of those nonsense, cages on your head. Learn. Space out your learning. Okay, for you to get subject mastery, eliminate those myths, those those things that are limiting you. Okay, you don't need 10,000 hours. You can master it. You can learn a skill and master it in 2 weeks. I'm not joking. What you need is the right commitment, the right resources, the right tools, the right person to put you through. You can learn a skill and master it very fast. You don't need 10,000 hours. You don't need to pick one niche. I've said this over and over again. It may be necessary, okay, especially if you're marketing, if you're running, let's say you are running ads, you need to be super specific of the people you are targeting so that you don't waste money on marketing, or you want to go high ticket. If you are going high ticket, you need to put in a lot of energy in identifying your audience. That's where you need to go niche. Okay, you need to go and keep digging down to know which particular person, because you want to be speaking to one person at the same time. But then, if you are starting out, or you are at the midpoint of your career, you are figuring out a lot of things, feel free to be flexible. What you are doing now may not be what will give you the money you are looking for. That's the obvious truth. Okay, feel free to be flexible. And if you find the light, if you find the vibe somewhere else, feel free to go for it. Okay, you can take out time to do one thing long enough to know if this is really for you. What I do most times is, if I want to learn something, if I have a lot of things to learn, I create the list of those things I want to learn, then break them down. Give myself time. Okay, from this period to this period, I'm going to be focusing on sales. From this period to this period, let's say 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, I'm going to be focusing on this. Now, under sales, there's still digital marketing. There's still, let's say, social media marketing, Facebook advertising, landing page creation, this, that, these things, all these things, I need to learn them. So I'll tell myself, this is this is that. Okay, this period I'm learning this period I'm learning this period I'm doing this. And by the time I'm done with one, I'll move to the next. Now, the issue is, a lot of people will be telling you that you only need to focus on one message, which is not true. Now, if, let's say, I learn sales, nothing stops me from teaching sales and charging for it. Nobody can stop me from doing that. Nothing stops me from teaching people how to design landing pages the way I do. Nothing stops me from teaching people how to do forms. These things it's simple. Even if it's not your primary message, create digital products in them and keep somewhere. When somebody now comes and says, hey, I like your landing page, how did you do it? Okay, I have a course on that. It's 5K, you can get it. It's 3K, you can get it. They like, oh, I like how you wrote your book. How did you write it? Some of you will just say, it's not my niche. It's not my niche. I don't know. Just don't worry. My niche is I'm a graphics designer. Leave me alone. I'm a graphic. I like the way you write content on Facebook. I love the way you write. I love the way you tell stories. I love. Uh, that's good. We are all humans. We have stories, and everybody can tell stories. So that's good. Please, can you teach me how to? No, no, no. What I can teach you is graphics design. I want to teach you graphics design. Do you want to learn graphics design? And they still know, and that's the end of the story. That's the end of the journey. Okay, so even if that's not what you want to focus on, try and create a product, a digital product, and keep. Okay, try and create a digital product and keep it somewhere. When people come for that, because obviously they will see it in you, when they come for that, sell it to them, give it to them, they'll pay you for it. Okay, and I thought, I just realized that a lot. Okay, good. I thought I was completely my problem. Learning is very easy for me, and when I do, it feels like it's nothing anymore. Good. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's the first one. Ignore the myth. Ignore all those myths. People telling you if you don't niche down, you'll be successful. If you don't do this, this one will happen. If you don't, a lot of all those things. I'm trying to remember some of them, but forget all those things, right? Forget all those things. Do your learning. Do you. Yeah, do you. Be you. Okay? You are unique. You must not do the same thing every other person is doing the way every other person is doing it. No. Feel free to be unique. Embrace your own self. Embrace the way you want to do stuff. Okay? Now, the next thing is this: go beast mode. This is a powerful recommendation for you. Go beast mode. Go beast mode on your learning, on your growth, on your learning. If it's going to take you getting out from this online space, do it. If it's going to take you taking a month off, do it. The Adulam phase is going to be for 14 days. Yeah, it's going to be for 14 days, but I'm thinking of extending that. I'm thinking of extending it to a month. But it's something we'll put up for discussion anyways. It's subject to change, to adjustment. But decide to go deep on learning. That thing you want to do, that thing you want to earn from, go and learn, at least to practice. Now, the essence of this inner circle stuff is not necessarily that when you are done, this is the only thing you will now be doing. No, it's to give you the experience. To give you the experience, okay, let's say you've not made 100K online before. Now, this is an opportunity for you to go and do it. Even if it is just once, do it and rest. Like, do it and there's this thing that comes with milestones. I won't lie to you. It is very important. You need to experience it. You need to experience your first 20K that you made by yourself. You need to experience your first 100K that you made by yourself. It is very important. First time I made 100K online, man, I was excited. I was excited. The fact that I can actually be in my room with boxers and singlets, and I'm talking, teaching, typing on groups, and then at the end of the day, how many days? I don't even know how many days it lasted. I knew I had over 100K in my account because of that. I was so happy. And one thing it did for me was this: if 100K is possible, a million is possible. Yeah, there was a point I came to a point I did over 140K within 10 days, you know. And I told my mom, I went to my mom and I was telling my mom, "Man, how much is your salary?" She told me, I told you I made more than your salary in 10 days.
I was laughing at my mom. Now, one thing he did was giving me that confidence, giving me that confidence that I can actually do this, and if I can do it, more is possible. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Okay? And like I was saying, go beast mode, dig deep, learn, go and take that particular thing. I was telling you why we are doing this. Okay, it's not as if that's the only thing you will do till whenever, but get the experience so that whenever you want to come back and use it, fine. If you decide that okay, 100K is going to be okay for you for a while, you want to go and learn again and dig and whatever. The goal is get something, work up, come up to the point that you can actually automate a lot of your processes. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to learn how to automate my business, automate everything, so that I don't have to be present for my money to be working for me. I don't have to be physically present. I don't have to be attending to everybody, answering every question, running around and organizing class everywhere. No, I need to be able to, have that freedom. If I say I don't want to do anything throughout this week, next week, I just want to enjoy. I want to have time for my family. We just want to hang out. We want, that should be possible. But it won't be possible if I don't do the necessary running around now. If I don't do the necessary learning now, it won't be possible. Okay? So you need that. Somebody saying I thought Abuja is Nigeria, Canada. They take light here, but it's because it's raining now, and I don't know who told them that once it starts raining they should take light. But it's normal. At least it's our country. It's our country. Maybe the transformer used to feel cold. Whatever. So, like I was saying, I needed the experience. The first time I made 25K online was a training I launched for 500 naira. That was my first experience. It was my first earning online. I launched it at 20. I learned that particular thing within a few seconds, and that's why I told you guys, see, don't always swallow everything people tell you out there, hook, line, and sinker. I made the first 25K online from something that was totally not related to what I wanted to do. Some of you may know I hosted the class how to do intro videos, how to what else? Basically, how to do intro videos and mock-ups. Just a few things I learned from different places, and I decided to launch it and charge 500 naira for it. The particular one that made me launch was a training that my friend organized, and she was like, "CJ, you've been teaching me so many things. You've been teaching me so many things. I just want to reward you. This training I'm charging for join. Just join the group. I joined." She was sending different things, how to design this, how to do this, how to make a video that can do this, how to do. I'll just come see 11 minutes. I'm like, 11 minutes. I'll try to watch it. I don't even understand what she's talking about. I'll leave that one. Next one, 12 minutes. Next one, 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, no. I continued until I saw one that was like 5 minutes or I think about 3 minutes and something seconds. I was like, yeah, this is for me. This one is for me. I jumped on it, I devoured it, I tried it, it worked, and I went to my audience. And part of the reasons is because I had already been doing a lot of free training programs, so a lot of them had come to trust me. So I was like, okay, let me do this. I took it up, posted on my status. I did this. You can do this. You can learn from this, and you can do it as well. It will work for you, and you can even decide to monetize it. If you want to learn, send me a DM. Send me a DM. I said how much? I said 500, and I said 1,000. That one I said I'll get back to you. At that point, I didn't really know what I will get back to you means. I think he said he doesn't have up to that amount, but then he would see how to do it. The next person came. I said, okay, since the first person said he doesn't have up to that amount, let me reduce it. I said 500. The person said, okay, I'll pay you. I'll pay you. The next person said, how much? I said 500. Said, I'll pay you. Send me your account number. I sent it. He paid immediately. 500 naira entered my account. The next person said, how much? I said 500. I'll send you account number. I sent 1,000 entered my account plus the 500. The person that said he's going to pay later. I should add him. They were three. 1,500. I messaged the first person back and said, okay, what if I make you an offer? What if I remove 500 from you? Can you pay it now? I said yes. I said okay, pay 500. 2,000 naira entered my account. I said sure. So this is how sweet this thing is. So people can pay for something like this, you know, just to have me teach them how to do this. That's beautiful. So I launched that. I started pushing it out, louder. And before I knew what was happening, I got over 50 people to enroll. That's over 25,000 naira, just like that. And it opened my mind. And that is why I want you to have that experience. Tomorrow, you could be charging somebody 10,000 for a particular training for just maybe 1 hour class, 1 hour master class, 10K. The opportunities will come, the time will come. So I did that. 25K came. I was like, oh, this is interesting. I hosted another one. The second one I hosted, I was trying to push. I did 1K for that next one. I was trying to advertise it, you know. But because I knew how to learn online, I had mastered how to learn online and I had held a lot of free classes for that, but I didn't know I could monetize it. So the second one I did was, was the same thing, how to do intro videos, blah blah blah. But then I added an offer for those who were going to get in earlier, the first set of people who were going to come in. I added that I will teach you how to learn online for free. Learn almost anything you want to learn online for free as an additional bonus, as a bonus to that. And people started pumping in. People started jumping in. And I noticed that, okay, they are jumping in because of this second one. I say, okay, no problems. I made over 50K from that particular class. I made over 50K. I think about 60 or 70 from that particular one. And I say, okay, so people are joining because of this bonus I added. The next cohort became my first e-learning bootcamp, EBC1, the first paid e-learning bootcamp. I collected the bonus because that was what most of them were coming for. I collected that bonus and made it the main thing. That was how I started the e-learning bootcamp. About 60 people joined. I think no, that particular one, yes, over 100 people joined. That was my first 100K online. My first 100K online. Over 100 people joined. I was like, shoot. So this is it, right? This is the summary of the whole thing. This is it. This is it. I could do this and then I make up to 100K within a month. Okay, within a month, I could make up to 100K. It came to a point. I hosted another one. I think the third one I hosted, or the second one I hosted, I didn't even give up to 5 days space, and I made up to 60K or 70. I advertised again. I made up to more than 50K. I increased the price to 1.5, and I think I made about 45K or so. I said, sure, okay, because I increased the price. I said, no problems. I returned to that 1K, and continued. I had to remove an offer to kind of balance the whole thing. I had to remove something from it. Now, when I got to a point where I realized that, okay, I couldn't do this anymore, I couldn't be doing this class every time because I had to go back to school. I turned it into a course and I increased the price to 2.5. And I'm still selling to you today. Currently, it's 3K. Now, I'm trying to communicate something to you, okay? I'm trying to let you understand that this experience is necessary for you and anybody can do it. Anybody can do it, even you. But it won't be possible if you don't go back to the drawing board. You have to learn. You have to know what to offer. See, I will not be proud to say that I mentored you or that I groomed you if I cannot trust what you deliver. I will not be proud to tell anybody, okay, come to this person. She has the solution, he has the solution. If I do not have that confidence that you can actually deliver, because it is dangerous. You see, recommendations are good but deadly. If you recommend somebody and the person does not deliver, it has painted your brand red. Sincerely, it has murdered your brand. So you need to actually invest in your learning. Take the building phase seriously. Take the building phase very, very seriously. Go and dig, get angry, get hungry, learn. Some of you, the answer to your problem now is actually in the service you are going to provide another person. You can learn how to design landing pages. You can learn how to design simple websites with WordPress, with Wix. You can learn all some of those things, service-based skills. Go out there, go to groups, join groups on Facebook, go out there, pitch yourself to people, offer value, get them to understand that they actually need this. Pitch your value to them and they will pay you for it. But most people don't even know. You don't even know the mindset. So your mindset is already limiting you, telling you no, nobody's going to pay you, nobody wants to pay you for this or something like that. No, dig deep, take time, learn something, monetize it. Okay, I believe you can still hear me. I believe you are still with me. So yes, how to learn online. Yeah, good. How to learn online. I have a course. You must have seen me talking about my e-learning course. It's been quite long. I talked about it. But it's something I'll recommend to you, Francisca. You can chat me up. Something I'll recommend to you. Yeah. Although I'll still teach you all a simple strategy, a way to learn a lot from Udemy, but that's not the full course. But I'll show you how to make use of Udemy and learn a lot for free. Yeah, just an excerpt of that course here. Okay, so yes, that's it. You have to go be smart. Okay, take out time and learn service skills that can pay you. See, learn soft skills. Yeah, learn things like public speaking, emotional intelligence, communication skills, leadership, and all that stuff. Okay, learn those ones. But then, for you to be able to sell yourself, to push yourself out, and then to market whatever you are doing to a larger audience or people who have the capacity to pay you, learn the tech skills, learn hard skills, learn things like design, graphics design, web development, web design, digital marketing, and all that stuff. Let me tell you, there are a lot of very wealthy people out there, very rich people. Their only problem, their only problem is that they don't know how to run ads for their business. They are willing to invest in somebody who do it for them. They are willing to invest in somebody that they don't even know that they need a graphic design, a flyer for their business. They don't know. They are willing to pay somebody who will do that design for them. So if you're able to position yourself and find these people and tell them, see what you need, and then I am the solution to your problem, they would be willing to commit anything to pay you. They will be willing to. Okay? A lot of people are doing businesses, they don't have a website. If you're able to learn and pitch yourself and build the brand as an outstanding web developer, people would pay you a lot of money to design their website for them. Okay? I hope Abdullah is here. Abdullah Wolabi. I hope he's here. Because yeah, he designs websites. He did this one website for me and I was really impressed. I was really impressed. These are some services that you can offer people and charge them a lot of money. Lot of money, if you know. And I was saying the difference between you and that millionaire out there. See, let me expand your mindset a little. A boy, go to YouTube and search for Ryan's World, the richest young kid in the whole world. Ryan is his name. His channel is Ryan's World. Ryan. This guy makes millions of dollars reviewing toys on YouTube, reviewing toys for kids. So what makes you think that you have the ability to motivate people? I gave you guys that assignment for a reason, you know, to go online, go on Facebook and make posts, inspire, encourage, educate, and all that. I gave that for a reason. Now you've seen that you have the ability, for somebody to actually come and take the energy and move his thumb all the way to like your post. that you try to inspire. It means that there's an aspect of that post that inspired him, even if it is your fine picture. There was still an element of inspiration in that post. So somebody's reviewing toy that children will use to play, and then you're actually putting out something that can transform somebody's life or help save somebody's life, and you think you're not worth being paid for it. No, no. So that's it. You have to understand that, okay? You actually have to understand that. Go beast mode. Take out time. As we are doing this, once we are wrapping up, take out time and learn. Take out that 14 days or whatever number of days we are available. I'll send the details. Go and dig deep. Go and learn. Take the information you want to use. About 2 to 3 or 4 courses. Go through them. At least one book. Okay, even if you don't want to do books, at least the courses. Go on YouTube, find information, draft out something, learn. Then when you are coming out different. You are coming out loaded. Your content will be different. The way you create content will change. You know, you start building a brand around it. You start attracting people. You start letting them know this is what I offer. You organize a free class, a training, get people, train them. Okay, get people, educate them. You do it over and over and over again. You build the trust with time. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's one of the ways you can easily build credibility. Go beast mode on your learning. Learn, dig deep and learn. Take out time and learn. Get out of distraction online and learn. Okay, so yeah, we are done for tonight. I don't know if you have any questions. You can put it out. If you have any questions, you can ask me quickly. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me and I'll answer you. Anybody? Okay, Abdullah. Abdullah. I don't know. Sometimes I see Abdullahi, sometimes I see Abdullah. Okay, but I think they are the same thing because it's Abdullah on Facebook and Abdullahi on WhatsApp. So Abdullahi on YouTube as well. But it's cool. I think they are the same. Welcome. So anybody's got questions? Yeah, feedback too. I would appreciate. I would appreciate. You're welcome, Emmanuel. You're welcome. Yeah, I would like to get feedback from you as well. Let me know how you feel about the session. Let me know. So, will there be room for optimization training? How do you mean? What do you mean by optimization training? I don't get. Francisca, I'm still waiting for your response. What do you mean by optimization? Oh, Gemma. Okay. Welcome. Is there any wrong or right way of learning something? Okay, I'll address that. Will it be possible for us to get the replay of this after now? I would like to replay and listen to it. Okay, yeah, send me a message. I'll send you the link to the replay. Chidima, like LinkedIn optimization is okay, okay. So let me take this question. Uh, Gemma said, uh, where's that? Where's that? Would there be room for LinkedIn optimization training? You mean I should train on LinkedIn optimization? I already have a course on LinkedIn optimization. I even did a free training the other time. on WhatsApp, one free training, free LinkedIn optimization training. I don't know, probably you didn't notice that I did that. Um, then for any new training, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but you can message me for the course. Yeah, you can message me for the course for LinkedIn optimization. Then the only thing I can do is that I'll make it very, very subsidized for you. Okay, I'll reduce the price for you. Okay, then too far might not make it too far because I feel my social. Okay, your social media channels, you can actually watch them. I mean, you can clean them out. You can clean them out. I, I know a lot of people who get on social media. I check their social media profile, and I'm trying to scroll through, and all I see is Emeka and 99 others. Some people just tagging you up, and they don't have their own content. They don't have anything meaningful online going on. Their profile picture is not even their face; it's that of their pastor or their priest or their imam. In fact, I don't know. I've not seen people using their imams or something. But then I know a lot of guys who are using their pastor, prophets, priest picture as the DP, and that's actually dangerous. What you are telling the world is that, hey, look, I'm a scammer. I don't want to show my face. I don't want anybody to know me. I just want to hide so I can scam people. That's what it seems like you are telling the world. Okay, so a lot of that happens. Then for some people, they have a lot of nonsense on their profile. If you check their posts, you see people tagging them to nonsense. Even what is it called again? Babalawo will post on Facebook and tag you, and then the post is there. So people who are going through your content, your feed, what would they be thinking? So you can actually go there, keep deleting all the posts. Just go through your feed, delete all the posts that don't make sense there. Then restrict people from tagging you anyhow. There's a setting that allows for that on Facebook, okay, or any other platform. Let Facebook notify you before you can accept that. They should notify you to accept anything you are tagged on. Are you aware? Okay, this person wants to tag you, so so and so. Should you display it on your profile or not? Okay, so you shouldn't be anything goes kind of person. You shouldn't be. All right. So um would you please teach us how we will be able to learn anything online? Yes. The thing is this, I'll be sincere with you. Um, if it's for giving you the course just like that, no, I won't do that. If you want to purchase it, you can, but I won't even pressure you to purchase it, okay? But then one thing I'll do for you is this. I'll teach you how to learn on Udemy for free. You know how to get the free courses there. Those courses they don't have There are the courses that don't have certificates attached, but they are still very nice courses. Yeah, they are still very nice. I've taught a lot of people that those who purchase the course, it's part of the course, the e-learning course. But then I'll teach you, okay? I'll teach you how to do that later on. So yeah, but if you want the full course, you can pay for it and get access to it. Yeah. Then what next? I saw another question. Is it in order? Also, so you said one needs to learn first, then give out content for free before charging for the value. Okay, good. Yes, 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 yes. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need to dig deep and learn. Then you need to give out content for free. Yes, yes, please. As much as possible. You need to. That's how people will trust you. You can't just come online. See, just jumping out. It's not even. You need to protect yourself beyond that. Beyond any other thing, people can give you false sense of confidence. You know, you need to protect yourself and protect others. There's this false sense of confidence. There's this thing called Dunning-Kruger effect. It's like a disorder. Dunning-Kruger effect. People who are good don't know that they are good, so they don't launch out. Imposter syndrome. Telling you, "Ah, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough." Then on the flip side, people who don't actually have anything to offer position themselves as experts. You see them using titles like number one coach, number one this, number one that.
There's this false sense of exaltation, which is very deadly and dangerous. If you're not careful, you will harm and scam a lot of people. And when they will come for you, they will drag you like like shared meat. You know this kind of meat they used to share in village, like town hall meeting, they will share meat. They will drag you. So you have to be extremely careful that you are meeting up with the promise. You do not want to overpromise and underdeliver. It is even better to do it on the other side, under promise and over deliver. It's better. You don't want people to go at the end of the day say, ah, this guy is just busy scamming people, just busy charging small thing 5K. This nonsense that he just copying. At the end of the day, is copy and paste that you are doing. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so the reason you are giving out that free content is to actually better test out what you are giving for your sake, for their sake, to know, okay, is this good enough to launch? Most of my paid classes, that's what I did. My paid courses started as free classes, to paid classes, then to courses. My paid ebooks started as free classes. Then by the time I realized, oh, this is too good to just keep it like this, I made it paid. Either a paid class, and I added more things to it, to flesh it up. Because I know if it's for this one already, this is good enough to go out there. you know then when I'm done with that, I compile it, it becomes an ebook. I add more things to it, it becomes an ebook. I can sell it. Okay, but I need to be sure, is this what people really want? Because that Dunning-Kruger effect can make you to launch out like a mad person. I mean, just boom, you're already pushing out and making noise everywhere. Now people get that thing and they are not satisfied, and it can clog. People will get it, they try, they don't get results, they won't tell you, they just get discouraged, they won't recommend you, nothing again. You are just there, you know shouting and shouting and shouting, and nobody's enrolling anymore, nobody's coming to you anymore. That's because the people you have trained, they don't have results, or the people who have read your book, they don't have results, so you don't have testimonials that you would use to market that thing in the future. So if you do free, you would now know, okay, out of 100 people or 200 or 1000 people that I've trained, I know I have 200 testimonials on this. It gives you that confidence to market that thing shamelessly. Okay, but when you just jump out of nowhere and you want to charge, even if it is 10 naira, you just want to charge for that thing, you cannot actually say that this is what I have to offer. And you have to be ready to refund people if they don't get the value that they came for. Okay, so that's it. That's why it's important. It's not that it's a must, but it's important. Okay, you can start with free, low tickets, then you eventually go to mid tickets, then high tickets. That's the progression. It helps you build the confidence. It's beyond whatever reason. Helps you build confidence in what you have to offer. Helps you develop that product fit. That's very important. Okay. Now, is there a right way of learning? Abdullah asked, is there a right way or wrong way of learning something? Yes, there's a right and wrong way. There's no, in fact, let me tell you the truth. There's no way that is right or wrong, but there's right and wrong way. What I mean is this: there's no perfect way of learning. It depends on you. The principle of individuality. It depends on you. How do you learn best? Okay, I'm this kind of person that I don't write. I don't learn by writing. Okay, I can learn something in, let's say, something that's going to take me 7 or 8 hours or 10 hours, and then I'll just write 2 pages. But somebody else feels two long notes. Okay, but I won't, because somebody else feels too long notes, try to feel too long notes. It won't work for me. It doesn't work for me. I don't like that kind of. I don't like writing too much. Even all through my university days, all my notes may enter 8 in one. Like all my notes from my second year to my final year may enter just one 8 in one. Some other people filled every semester 8 in one, finish. Every semester 12 in one, finish. That kind of thing. Some of my notes are still fresh. I bought a lot of, and that's one thing I do very well. I can buy notes for Africa. I bought a lot of notes that I didn't even write anything on. Till the end of the semester, I still wrote the exam. I passed it very well. you know. So it doesn't work for me. Know what works for you. could stream an entire course without writing anything, and I know I still absorbed a lot of information. So what I do is I could itemize. Okay, I've gone through this information. I already know what this person is talking about. I don't need to waste my time. I just itemize. Okay, this point, understand this, know this. So at the end of the course, I may just have 1 page of items, not copying verbatim and waiting for every. No, I itemize it. When next I want to learn that thing, I can easily go over it. Anyone I don't understand, I can do a quick search on Google or go back to the resource. That particular resource, that particular course, that particular book, go back to the page or the particular module of the course and go over it again. You don't need, the internet is there. You don't need to, absorb everything like a sponge at once. No, you're not writing exam. This is life. You're not trying to pass an exam. You have the opportunity to go back over and over again. When you want to train, when I want to go and train, you know, I can just go and do a quick search and see how can I itemize. You already have a lot of experiences in life. Let me tell you the truth here. The way you are now, you may have all it takes to teach somebody about motivation, how to get motivated, or how to stay consistent, or um how to maybe how to make friends, or how to speak in public, how to do public speaking. But then the limitation you have is that you don't know how to itemize. You don't know. So that's why it's important to register for other people's programs, register for courses, enroll, go and watch videos on YouTube. See what are they talking about? What headlines are they using? Okay, this one. 5 headlines that they're using to talk about this thing. Okay, you go to the next video. This person said 7 tips, 7 headlines. Now, okay, so that means whenever they talk about these things, these ones are must, these ones are common. And because I'm talking to a Nigerian audience, I will remove this one, I will remove this one. It's not important. So because you've been able to itemize, you already have the experience. When you start reading through all those things, you see, oh, these things are things I know. You know, it's easy. I'll still come to all these things. And it's for the purpose of answering the question. I'll still treat all these things in details. Okay, there's a right way to learn. There's a wrong way to learn. Okay, but the best way to learn is a form of learning that works best for you. Whether it's from audiobook, whether it's from podcast, whether it's from YouTube channels, whatever it is, whether it's from books, whatever it is, do what works for you. Don't read, don't take online courses, don't read blog posts, don't read books. Learn. Whatever format of learning that works best for you, embrace it with joy. Learn. Currently, I'm not reading books. I do most learning from groups on Facebook, from people's posts. I do most of the learning from posts, Facebook posts. I'm not saying you should do it, oh, please. There was a period I read books a lot. There was a period I took a lot of courses. I mean, I've finished over 200 and something courses. I've done over 200 and something. So please don't go and take this as a rule and say I'm learning on Facebook. When you now enter Facebook, somebody will now post one hot gist. You see the notification, you run from the post, and that's what we do a lot of times. Just save the post. That one that contains value, just save it, and then you run and you go and read gist. By the time you finish reading the gist, the valuable post you were reading, you've forgotten about it. So please just know what works for you, and that's the point I'm trying to drive at. Okay, there's no perfect way. I'm almost always learning. That's one of the things I try to do for myself. I'm almost always learning. The point I was in Oka, I was staying with my uncle. And then it was really tough for me then. It was really tough for me. But one thing I promised myself is this: I'm not going to make an excuse. I'm going to make an effort. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to make an effort. So I'll be reading. I had to buy this Bluetooth earpiece. Okay, I think I had direct earpiece, the wired earpiece then. So I'll put it in my ear, hang my phone in the kitchen, and I'm doing the dishes. I'll be learning on the go. I told myself, see, the journey is too far. Where I'm going is too far, and I feel like I've wasted a lot of time already. So I needed to be building. I was building on the go. Beep beep beep. The car is running, and I need to go and open the gate. My earpiece is on my ear. I'm going. So that way I'm not losing time. And I take the phone with my course playing in the background, and I take it, I go to the gate, I open the gate, I greet him, I lock the gate, and I go back. Okay, here's the whatever, carry this upstairs. My earpiece is still in my ear, playing, and I'm actively listening. Okay. So here is what you have to do: do this, water the flowers and all that. I can't imagine just staying idle and carrying water and pouring on flower, pour, 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 pour. Walk again, go and pour the next flower, all those flowers. No, I put my earpiece in my ear. I'm listening to I'm streaming a book, or I'm listening to an online course, a talking head video, or a YouTube video, or a TED talk. You know, that helped me a lot. So that's it. There's no perfect way to learn. Learning should be the way that works best for you, the way that makes you feel free and empowered, the way that makes you happy. University system has made us hate learning, because the only way of learning we know is, reading for exams in a way that is painful, reading excruciatingly painful handouts that you don't understand, boring materials without illustrations, then coming to class to meet a lecturer who wants to confuse your life, insults you, tells you you can never make it in life, you can't pass his exams, or they teach what they don't even understand, read out their materials, bore you to death, and they don't even mind if you die there. Okay, so that's the way of learning we've come to experience. But then when you begin to learn the way that works for you, and you realize that you're not under pressure, under performance pressure, nobody is going to say, graphics design, you finish learning graphics design, you do a design. Nobody's going to say, uh B, you got C, or you got D, you failed. No, you have the opportunity to try and fail and rediscover yourself. Okay, relaunch, repackage yourself, go on. Okay, so I think, is there any other question? I fear my post might not make it too far. Okay, no, I've answered that. I said one needs to learn. I've answered that. Wow, wow, I'm glad, Elizabeth. I'm glad. Oh god, oh god, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. um Thank you so much. I got a lot this night. I'm happy. Would you please teach us what we will be doing to learn anything online? I'll teach that. I'll teach a part of that. I've already said that. I've answered that. I know the tag restriction, and I think mine is on good. Thank you so much for the session. It was inspiring for me. Wow, wow, heartfelt nudge. I thank you. Wow, 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 wow. That's cool. Favor, I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay. Do you still have a course on networking? I still don't know how to network at all. Yes, I do. I do have a book. It's a book on networking, and that's, in fact, it's the most powerful content I've seen, piece of content I've seen on networking. It's 2.5 currently. Yeah, it's 5K, but I'm doing a discount. I've been offering a discount since how many months ago. So it's 2.5 currently. If you want it, you can get it. You can come to my DM, send me a message. You already have my account number. Yeah, most likely. So you can send the money. I'll send it to you, and I'll add you to a group. Okay. I'll add you to a question and answer group. You can ask me anything about networking. Okay, so I encourage you to get that. Okay, the session has been mind blowing, especially the part you said you can. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Elizabeth. You can do it. Okay. I'm not good enough. It's not Donga. It's not Donga. It's not Donga. Dunning Kroger. I think I'll send it to the group. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Elizabeth, you are good enough. Okay, identify what works for you. Identify what works for you. Okay. Um, if it's writing content, you may be a very wonderful writer. There's something people are commending you for. There's something you are very good at. You probably don't know. You'll be feeling like you are not good enough, but you are. You have something that can help the next person. Like I always tell you, your yesterday is somebody's tomorrow. The pain you experience, the failures you experienced yesterday that helped to build the person you are today is something that somebody will still experience tomorrow. And you need to help them overcome that. Okay. So don't get discouraged. Yeah, you can. You have a lot in you. You have a lot of potentials that you can harness. Okay. You are good enough. You are good enough. If you are good enough for one person, you are good enough for a million people who are just like that one person. So that's the way you should see it. If one person can like your post, a million people who are like that one person actually cherish your content. They can like it. So understand it that way. Okay, there's no too much big stuff there. There's no big grammar there. Okay, just understand it. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. And as you keep building yourself, your value metric, your value ladder increases. Okay. What I am now, what I can deliver now is very different from what I could deliver last year. It's very different from what I could deliver 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Very different. So keep growing so that you can keep ascending. You keep increasing the value that you have, that personal value. You ascend the ladders of personal value. Okay. So okay, good. Good, good, good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Odima is here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir, for tonight. I'm good enough. I'm the best there is. You are the best, Nestor. You are the best. You are the best. You are the best. You may not be evident yet, but that's who I am. Exactly, exactly, exactly. What you have currently, you know, if you put it in front of 1 million people, you'll be shocked at the impact. That's the limitation a lot of us are facing. That numbers. That's just it. That's just it. Sometimes I just imagine myself in front of 1 million people. I imagine myself in front of. It's not that you don't know how to sell. You've learned a lot of things. You've learned, the problem is that some people don't tell you, some people tell you half-baked secrets so that you keep coming back. They'll keep giving you half-baked knowledge. Some people will tell you, okay, this is what you need to learn. Once you learn this, you start making 1 million naira, you start making 100 million, you start making $50 billion. But then they will not tell you how many people their adverts got in front of. They won't tell you that part. Okay. So you're already doing a lot. You are probably better than a lot of people who are making noise online. But the thing is this, you don't have the numbers yet. Probably that's just it. Probably don't have the numbers yet. Okay. Some people would advertise their classes or programs and stuff, and it will get to over 1 million people. They have followership on Facebook, on Instagram, on this and that and that and that, and then they share it all in all these places. Okay. And then they let's say after everything they make 1 million from that, and then they come to tell you how I made 1 million without running paid ads, and you think you are trying to learn from a normal person like you, without running paid ads. And they will not tell you that they posted it in a group, in their group with over 100,000 members. They posted in their Instagram with over 2 million followers, their Twitter with over 1 million followers, and then they made 1 million naira. And then you with your small audience on WhatsApp, maybe 50 views on your status, and then you have a group that you created, only 10 people inside, and you try and try and try all the things that they said, it doesn't work, and you feel discouraged. Maybe you don't have a lot of value, maybe this, maybe that. No, no, come on. You ah it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. You thought 10 people and one person was responding in the group. You thought 12 people, 2 people were responding. Don't you know that what if, in fact, what if those 10 people that joined, they were the wrongest set of people to even join a training. In fact, there are people who don't even open the train, or they are very annoying people. Let me just put it that way. Let me just put it that way. Okay, so one person in 10. That means if there are 100 people, 10 will be responding, right? That means if there are 1,000 people, 100 will be responding. If there are 10,000 people, 1,000 will be responding. If there are 100,000 people, 10,000 will be responding. If I'm not wrong, then if there's 1 million people, 100,000 will be responding. So you can imagine that. But a lot of times you don't see it that way. You just see, hey, I have a small number of people who like my live session, who joined my live session, and you're discouraged and you think it has something to do with you. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's a numbers game. So keep building yourself despite whatever you are seeing that doesn't, that looks like you're not getting the result now. Keep developing yourself, keep building. You will break through that phase, and you will not. The truth is that when you break through it, a point will come, you will not remember it. You won't remember that there was a point you struggled to probably get one group filled, or get 2 people enroll for your program, or there was a point you struggled to even have one person show up in your live show. You won't remember. You won't. So that's it. That's it. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much. I was glued. I couldn't let go. Okay, I'm really glad. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad. Okay. Vivian said I should finish it. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm happy. I'm happy to have you guys. Yeah. I'm happy to have you guys here. And really something I always tell you. I love you so much. I celebrate you. I believe in you. I believe you are going to. If I don't believe in you, I won't be spending this much time. I'll just give you chaff and go. I'll just give you content. Yeah, I'll just throw in, chip in things and highlight it, bullet point, or do copy and paste and go. But I'm actually taking this much time because I know what it means. Yeah, I know what it means. I really know, and it's not some ordinary stuff. It's not some ordinary training. It's not some no. It's not everybody. I would give my time like this. Okay, so I believe strongly in you, and I believe something huge is going to come out from this. Yeah, tomorrow you are going to be running communities with millions of followers. You are going to be charging people millions to deliver value to them. You are going to be doing a whole lot. Yeah, you are going to be doing a whole lot. See that success near to you. Conceive it. See it near to you. Okay, it's possible. See, vision eliminates limitations. It eliminates limiting beliefs. It breaks those limiting beliefs. Okay. When you can actually conceive, when you can actually see yourself doing those wonderful things, you know, you begin to realize that your brain begins to record, oh, this is possible. This I'm already like you are living the moment already. So you won't be bothering about your account balance right now. Okay. You won't be bothering that you've not seen clients. No. You growth will be fun. Growth will be fun. Yeah, I do have those experiences. I do have periods when I'm at my lowest. It may not seem like it. I may not mention it to anybody, but then I have those periods as well. Where I'm trying to get clients, or I'm trying to get people to enroll for my program, to pay for my program, or whatever, and it seems not to be coming. But then one thing that makes me happy, one thing that makes me happy in the midst of all that pain is the fact that I know where I'm going. I'm no longer where I used to be. I know where I'm heading to. I know the kind of I know the kind of glory there. I know the kind of opportunities, the kind of how do I put it? There's a lot there waiting for me, a lot of treasure in the future. So I can't be sulking. I can't be pain. I can't be, wallowing in that pain and self regret, self pity. No, I would be growing rather. I'll be learning. I'll be investing in myself. You know, I'll be relating, connecting with people, building people, investing in people as well. Now, when you break through that phase of challenge, you would have a strategy to penetrate your market. Okay. So if you keep getting access to people, if you keep getting access to people, investing in people and building the network and everything, even if you don't know how to sell, even if you don't have all the strategies yet, when it's now time, when you now finally have a product, that's why you see some people, they build and build and build and invest in people and build and build and build. Why they are doing all those things, people don't know that they are struggling, people don't know the pain they're going through. One day all of a sudden maybe they attend the class and learn how to create digital products and stuff, and they come out and they launch and say, oh, I'm bringing out my training, I put all my contents, my thoughts into this book, and I would like you to get it. you know you just see people storming in to actually get that from them. Okay, not because they know all the sales strategies, but because they've actually invested in people. Okay, so that investment is now speaking for you. That's one thing you should be doing, even if you don't have money. Invest in people. Keep creating. That's why I encourage you, keep creating content that are helpful. Not congratulations to me, I won an award. Congratulations, all those things are good. Congratulations to me, I made this amount, I made this amount, I did this, I did that. If it's all centered on you, me, see me, notice me. Hey world, hello world, you guys are not cute, I am. Hey world, you guys are not hot, I am. Hey world, you guys are not valuable, I am. I'm powerful. You guys are just stupid people who are meant to be watching me do amazing things. No, that's not the way it should be. Keep investing in people, keep posting out, keep pushing out helpful content, so that whenever you are ready to launch, they will be more ready to enthusiastically jump on what you have to offer. So that cuts it for us tonight. Thank you so much. I celebrate you. I love you greatly from the depth of my heart. So, and even if you don't want the love, just keep it. Maybe you can sell it as NFT. But for me, I'm sure from the depth of my heart, I love you. I celebrate you. I believe in you. You will do amazing stuff. You go out there to do very, very wonderful things. Okay. Yeah. So don't lose faith in yourself. I mean, don't look down on yourself. You can. Yeah, that's it for tonight. I appreciate you for staying this long. I see about 13 people viewing. So who are those 13 people? Who are those 13 people that are still watching? Who are those 13 people? Comment your name quickly. Comment your name in the comments. Put your name in the comments if you are still watching. Put your name quick, 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 quick. Vivian said I deserve a trip to Dubai. Those 13 people will go with me to Dubai. You go with me. You go with me to Dubai. Yeah, thank you, Favor. Nestor Carlo. The man, I celebrate you. Oh my heart is melting like cold ice cream. I be hot ice cream. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ah, God, it's touching me. Yes, so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Abdullah, all Abi, you and Nestor will be in front. Abi, yeah, you and Nestor will be in front. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. So we'll continue tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe your phone and get ready for tomorrow's call, tomorrow's conversation. It's going to be nice. Okay, so you can keep leaving comments. I'll end the session now. You can keep leaving the comments. I'll come back to check. If you have any questions, you still have the inner circle, the Telegram group. Okay, so you can put it there. Call my attention. I'll answer it definitely. Okay, so keep getting ready. Keep getting prepared. Prepare your mind. Prepare anything you can prepare to launch. Get ready to launch. Okay. Have a wonderful night. Yeah, Chidima, you'll be in front. Yeah, you'll be in front. You'll even be sitting beside me, sir. All right, guys. Bye. Good night. Love you all. Bye bye.